There are also coding and technology interactives. Those activities have a lot of sequencing, repetition, algorithmic thinking, which I'm sure you're hearing about, and branching, all those sorts of things that are really important. And they're very easy to use even for teachers who don't have a coding background. They also develop a lot of things like computational thinking, designing solutions, interpreting and representing data. And the unplugged activities give a way for students to build on some of those underlying concepts to help them access the technology. So I'll just give you a quick look at the interactive. So this is Changing the Land. So this one, again, gives you a bit of background information and then gets students to actually drag and drop to build a quiz using coding, very simple coding. So it's one of 20 coding interactives that we have, and so it uses visual programming blocks in this one. Again, directly linked to the theme of the topic and the learning outcomes of Humans Change the Land. This particular one gets students to create an infographic, but they're all downloadable as Word documents, so you can edit and tweak them if you think you might need to adjust them for your students a little bit. And the OZBOX cards are assignable by teacher. There isn't one for every single topic, but they're designed to give students deeper insight into the topic, and they're linked with the elaborations. So each OZBOX card will go with a particular elaboration in the curriculum. They've been really carefully constructed to take into account reading levels of students. One side of the card will have information, the second side has information and then questions, which cover both comprehension, so good to use in literacy, and further activities that you can assign, which are also good for differentiation. If you sort of look through the other activities and think, oh, those kids are really ready for a bit more, you can get it from there. Okay, and the last component is assessment. So I've mentioned the pre-assessment activities before, but they're designed to be quite simple to administer. Some are individual, some are whole class, and they give you a bit of an idea of how students understand the key concepts, which will help you make decisions. And they, again, increase in complexity with year levels. So you can see the example there. As a class, brainstorm all the words that students know, and then at the end, about families, and then at the end, students are actually applying that information and their knowledge to build their own product about families. The quizzes, 3, 4 and 5, 6 only, but again, really simple to administer and are designed to give you a snapshot about the knowledge that's been covered. And you can use this information to know whether you need to cover anything further, or if a particular area has been covered really well. As a teacher, on the dashboard you have access to the results, so you can see which questions students got wrong. So potentially you could see, oh my goodness, all my students got question 7 wrong, we really need to cover that concept again. Or you can see that they've all done really well, which helps you, done at a glance, will help you to know where they're at. The data's captured automatically, so you can track students really easily as they do that.